Welcome to day 2 of me coming off of bupropion after 20 plus years. So far, so good. Obviously, it's the second day, so none of the bad effects have started yet. Um, did want to talk about more of the reasons why I'm coming off of the medication. I started developing some weird neurological problems over the last 5 years. I have was about 10 years ago, I developed chronic fatigue syndrome, and that sucks for a lot of reasons. Uh, it just sort of makes things more difficult, but that's caused some autonomic dysfunction and weird stuff going on with my nervous system. Uh, but some of the big problems I started having 5 years ago were migraine. I had migraines previously, but I started having migraines with full body tremors and expressive aphasia. So my whole body would be shaking until I was sore and wasn't able to speak or get out words. So it looked a lot like having a stroke. Fortunately, the first time it happened, I was at the hospital, so they were able to get me in right away. But on medication for that now, once a month injection, which isn't fun and it causes really bad constipation, but I'm not having migraines all the time. And that's nice. That's very nice, especially the weird ones. After the migraines, I started having some difficulty swallowing and eating, and turns out I had developed gastroparesis, which is where your stomach just doesn't empty. You can be starving and eating and have a full stomach, and the food just sits there and it can't get out. And there's some medication that helps with that. I also had some endoscopy procedures to try to help with that, and that did not do much. But keeping the keeping the migraines in check, which would go hand in hand with that, making sure I eat regularly, and eating even very small meals when I'm starting to feel a migraine coming on, all seems to help. Then I started having some tremors, usually distractible tremors. Let's see if I'm having it today. It's not too bad, but when I tap my fingers together, it stops. Let's do that again. No, it went away now. So it's usually only my right hand, not my left. So that's annoying. And the tremors get real bad under stress when they were at their worst, but they've improved a lot since I came down on my bupropion. I was previously on 350 milligrams a day, and when I started having all these problems, that just the bupropion contributed to it. Other strange neurological problems I've been having over the last couple years. I started having olfactory hallucinations where I smell things that aren't there. The weirdest part of it is it's only happened a handful of times, but it started when I was looking at some pictures of things on my phone and I could smell what was in the pictures, like a flip flop. I smelled like a flip flop, brand new fresh flip flop, right in my face, and I was just looking at the picture. So fortunately, it was nothing weird or gross because there's a lot of smells I would not want to just smell after seeing a picture. I hope somebody's finding this interesting. This is realizing how boring I sound. Uh, so that's pretty much the big things that are going on. Heat intolerance. That's a huge one. Started having some symptoms of consistent with POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Anyway, your blood pressure drops when you stand up or move around, and that was happening to me, but not severely enough to be considered POTS, which is good. So I'm hoping that, especially the heat intolerance, I'm hoping that improves as I come off of the bupropion, because that's a real pain living in Georgia in the summer. And if it's over 80 degrees and it's humid out, I've got to have something wet on my head and have a wet shirt on. Otherwise, I only get 5-10 minutes outside, and then I am done for the day. It's weird and uncomfortable. And all these things together really make life suck. It takes a lot of the fun out of stuff. Keeps me from being able to do stuff like playing with my dog and all that. So once again, I have not thought this through. I have not, I mean, I've planned going off of the medications for a long time, but in terms of these videos, this daily thing, I was thinking about it some, didn't really do much planning and just jumped right into this. So bear with me, please. This will get better over time, I'm sure. And hopefully in a month or so, I'll be able to do a video that's just a summary of what I've gone through. And hopefully it won't be anything too bad. And one of the reasons I'm doing it now is because I have a family reunion coming up in 4 weeks, and I'm hoping to be off of the bupropion and stable by the time that happens. If not, it's going to be a rough few days hanging out in the mountains with family. But it'll still be fun, even if I'm going through some bad stuff. So that's sort of the gist of the weird neurological stuff. But again, there's more to it, and there's a lot of stuff that's been going on for a long time that just kind of defies explanation and doesn't really fit patterns of normal diseases and stuff. So that's that. Day 2, I'm alive and doing pretty good. And my plan at this point is just to keep tapering off the medication, keep active, keep walking my dog, which I need to do more. I haven't worked out in a few months regularly, and need to get back in that habit. That'll help. Although the chronic fatigue makes working out really suck because you have to stop before the endorphins kick in. Once the endorphins kick in, you're done. For me, anyway. If I went and ran a mile right now as hard as I could, I'd be out for a couple weeks, not able to function. And the way chronic fatigue works for me is that any sort of mental or physical exertion turns into both mental and physical exhaustion. So my muscles can hurt and be sore from thinking too hard. And that is absolutely bonkers. And again, if I'm physically sore from doing things, then I can't think straight. I have really bad brain fog. And that's, all these things just sort of suck and kind of all blend together into one big mess. And it's hard to pick apart what's causing what and what we should do about it. What I should do about it. I don't want to say we because it makes it think I'm talking to voices in my head, which I know all the voices are me. That's the key to not being as insane as you think you are. Knowing that the voices inside your head are just your own thoughts and not coming from something else. So I'm all kinds of crazy. I've got personality disorder stuff going on too, some narcissistic personality traits. Used to be mostly negative narcissism, so it was just sort of sad and pathetic. Now it's just sort of come off as an a-hole. It's not intentional. I don't try to make everything about me on purpose. It just sort of happens. So, and I do want to say I am super stoked that I have comments on my videos and 2 followers, and this is just day 2. Within the first 24 hours, having people watch it and leave positive comments and subscribe to the channel. This is it's humbling and exciting and makes me very happy that I'm able to share something that other people can relate to in some way, shape, or form. And hopefully I can keep doing this. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. It might go nowhere, or it might this might just be practice for something better, something bigger. We'll see. That's a lot of my life right now. Let's just we'll see what's going to happen next and try to roll with the punches. I just hope there aren't too many punches. But I'm expecting this to start getting difficult over the next couple of days. But like I said, getting exercise, that helps the brain, helps you feel better. When I was working out regularly over the last year, put on some real muscle mass. It was really great. Looked a lot better, felt a lot better, come down a whole size and my clothes, which is nice. And part of that is eating right and exercising and also changing my attitude, working on gratitude, praying, and all that. So, and I'll get into more of the spiritual stuff, I think, tomorrow. Talk about some of that. Because this has also been a spiritual journey for me the last few years. Going through all sorts of medical problems, finding my way back to God, discovering more about the universe and how truly unbelievably weird the universe is in the coolest, greatest ways. There's a lot there to share. That hopefully I'll maintain a good state of mind and clear head where I'll be able to talk about that and really hopefully share some meaningful stuff. So, oh, and I'm also going to put up some videos of my dog and some other stuff. So, because I'm Chris, but y'all haven't met Watson yet. And Dr. John H. Watson is an incredible dog, little rescue guy, 7 years old. And he keeps me going. He definitely keeps me going. So, and again, for the for my new followers, thanks, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, this is a crazy experience. This is not something that I chose to do because it's something I wanted to do. It's something that I feel led to do after a lot of prayer and reflection. I feel like this is part of God's plan for me to just bare my soul to strangers on the internet, which is absolutely insane. This is not the life I foresaw for myself at any point, and this is a good thing though. So now I'm just rambling. So tomorrow I will talk about some of my spiritual growth, and I also want to say if anybody's got any questions, specific questions about what I've gone through, my experiences with different medications or therapies and all that, please feel free to leave questions in the comments. And yeah, I'd love to interact with folks on this. So God bless you guys, and let's keep this rolling. See what happens. It's gonna get weird. I can pretty much guarantee you that it's gonna start getting real weird. So, all right. God bless, and see y'all tomorrow.